What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 6 things that I think everybody should know before buying muscadines. Let's get to it. I'm going to give you 3 things that I wish I had known and 3 things that I think I got right. So let's just jump right into it. Number 1, fertilization. So when it comes to fertilization, the muscadine is a heavy feeder, okay? I didn't know that. So that was the one thing that I wish I had known prior to buying muscadines. In order to fertilize them, you should fertilize them twice a month. I do it once on the 1st and once in the middle of the month, so about the 15th of the month. On the 1st of the month, I put down 10-10-10 at the base of the plant. So this is a 2-year-old plant right here. So on this plant, what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll throw it down the line right there, and I'll throw it down the line right there. I keep it about a foot or more away from the base of the plant. And I'm gonna see if I can show you how I do that right now. So I just take a handful and I just throw it out there like that, okay? Making sure that I keep it a good distance away from the end right there. And I take another handful and I just throw it right down the drip line right there, okay? And that's it. That's it for 2 years. So that plant will get that. A plant like this will get that. And if you look down here, I have a 1st-year plant. I just planted this one, okay? Literally this spring, I planted this one. And so what this one will get is 1 handful of ring around the bottom, making sure that you keep it a foot away or more. And I just sprinkle it, keeping it pretty good distance away, okay? Just like that. 1 handful, and that's all that one gets. So on the 1st, like I said, I like to use 10-10-10. On the middle of the month, I will use either ammonium nitrate or calcium sulfate. I think that's what they're called. I'll put them up on the screen. But I do the same thing. On a plant like this, I'm gonna take a handful, throw it down this way. I'm gonna take a handful, I'm gonna throw it down that way, okay? And that's something I didn't know, and that's something that cost me on my 1st year on some plants. And that's it for fertilization. So something that I think that I got right, spacing. That is about 15 foot apart. It's recommended that you do 15 to 20 feet apart. And so I'm really happy with that distance. I did have 3 muscadines up here. And so this whole run right here is 45 feet. And so it was going to be each muscadine would grow up and then 7.5 feet that way and 7.5 feet that way. And then I will terminate the end. And yeah, I got some pest pressure. There's aphids down there. See that? I'll get some spray on them. But now that one died down here and I put blueberries in here, I'm gonna let this one run down till it gets close to this blueberry. But yep, about 15 to 20 feet apart is perfect. And something that I wish I had known, plant Vigor, okay? This plant right here, see if I can get down in here. You can see it's pretty hardy down here at the bottom. This was planted the same day that I planted that one over there, okay? And you see it, okay? I don't recommend holding on to plants that don't show any potential. The best thing to do is just to dig it up and get another one. I could literally start with one this year. Take, for instance, this one I purchased this year, and we're already up at the wire and I'm already going down the line there, okay? So, yeah, that one needs to go away. And since I'm right here, something that I got right, water, okay? This watering system right here, it's run through the whole entire vineyard. You can see it way over there too, okay? Muscadines need a good, healthy amount of water. Basically, I water them once a week if there's no rain in the forecast, okay? So if I'm not gonna get rain for about a week, I go ahead and water them. These emitters are 1 gallon an hour, and so, or either 1 or half gallon an hour. I think they're half gallon an hour, but both of them combined is 1 gallon per hour. And I have 2 on each side of each plant, okay? And so what I do is I water it for about 2 hours in the middle of the night once a week. And that's plenty of water, it seems to be, for muscadines. So I am happy with the water setup. I run it off of a timer, and it's effortless. Also, up off of the ground, okay? You see that? It's not down on the ground. I do that because then you can't get in here with the weed eater if you got it down on the ground, and you're gonna nick your line, and you're gonna have water, you know, coming out where you don't want water coming out at. So up off the ground, 2 emitters, 1 on each side. Maybe even as the vine gets bigger, I may do another emitter over here, another emitter over here, to double up the water for that vine. So yes, that's a plus, and I'm glad that I knew that prior to buying muscadines. Okay, now for something that I didn't know. So in order for my vine to grow and reach out, it needs to expend the least amount of energy in this area right here, okay? And so what I learned is that, take this one right here for instance. See that right there, that little tip on it? The vine is producing energy and pushing this out the end right here. So if you still want your vines to grow out and focus energy on this end right here, you need to stop it from focusing energy right here. And all you do is take that end off of it, okay? Now, that vine won't grow longer, and now that energy is going down the vine, and you'll see like another one like right here. See that? Pinch that off, and now the energy is going down the vine. Once these are about 6 inches long, that's when you want to start doing that, because you don't want to take these off, because your vine needs these to photosynthesize and get that energy. These are your solar panels, you know. So let these get to about 6 inches. See this one right here, and pinch it off, okay? Don't think you're hurting the plant. This one right here could be a little bit longer, but I'm gonna go ahead and pinch it off, all right? Now I'm focusing energy down this, and I have noticed a huge difference this year from doing that. And the last one is something that I feel that I got right, okay? See this trunk right here? Look at that. See if I can get it in focus. I'm gonna go all the way back down. Look at that. Completely clean, okay? I don't have anything growing off of the sides here, okay? Nothing growing off the sides. All my growth is up top on both sides. Once the vine gets up to the wire and it's going down the sides, and I would say that you got probably a couple feet on either side, you want to make sure that that next winter, spring, late winter, early spring, that you prune off everything off of the trunk. Don't let that stuff just grow. You're gonna have a big old mess, okay? And you're wasting energy, okay? You want your energy going down the line there. You don't want your energy producing growth off of the trunk right there. So as you can see, that's the case on that one. Now let me show you a first year. Actually, this is a second year right here. This one just now made it up to the line, up to the wire. This is the second year, but I still have all the greenery on the trunk. Now what I still do is I go ahead and I clip off the ends of them once they get to about 6 inches so that it can focus on growing up, okay? Take this one right here. This is a first year vine, and I'm still letting it grow greenery. And then once this starts growing that way, and then it looks like one's gonna grow up from right here and start to go that way. Hopefully this year I get it to go, pretty good distance down each side. And then come this late winter, early spring, I'm gonna prune everything off of here, okay? And all the leaves that are up here and all the leaves that are up here will be the leaves that the tree gets its sun, its energy, its photosynthesis, and all that stuff from. Well, there you have it. 3 things that I think I got right. 3 things that I wish I had known about muscadines before buying them. And hey, if you're growing muscadines, let me know if what I said jives with what you do. I know everybody doesn't do it the same, and I am learning. I am so much, I'm learning. And Mr. Shane over at Kinfolk Farm, I will pop his YouTube page up here on the screen. I have learned so much from him. He's not too far from me. I need to go over there and see him and check out the vineyard. He has a U-pick over there, and he is a wealth of knowledge for beginning muscadine growers. He grows on a very large scale, but you can definitely break down his information to a smaller scale, like what I have here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vines. I mean, he probably has, I don't know, hundreds of vines. So, but I'm using the same irrigation that he's using. I'm using the same kind of trellis that he's using. I mirrored what he's doing over there. So, anyway, I thought I'd pass on that information. Go check out Shane. He's got a great channel if you want to get into muscadines. And I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you in the next video.